Well, no, I mean one person goes and gets it, another person sets this up.
What happened?
One person goes and gets it, another person keeps working on it. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think we were aware of how you were even going to shoot. First we were going to use the studio, then we were going to use the computer, and now, you know what I mean?
I thought it would be like a discussion.
All over the place.
I thought it would be like a discussion about what we should do and how we should do it. You know, but that's cool. I'm not worried about that. I don't like having it this short.
What, beard?
Yeah.
Why? So why don't you grow it?
Yeah, well, I was trimming it yesterday, and like whenever I try to trim it with scissors, it's like always, like I screw up, and then it's like, oh wait, this is uneven, and just gets like to this point.
Grow it long. All my friends have long beards.
I'd rather not like that.
They just kind of have long beards.
So hey everyone, this is Neho. I'm with Westchester University, and I am going to do a quick Philly blog review. Tell you what I've been reading over the past couple days. So I'm going to start with maybe my favorite Eagles blog, which is Bleeding Green Nation. And alright, so you know, as you know, the Eagles are at a bye right now, so Brandon Graham is coming back. And the question that I read, it's actually on gcobb.com. He had a good article, which is who are they going to cut? And I think the best guy to cut, and Ronnie Brown would make sense, honestly. They should just cut Ronnie Brown because, as you know, they tried to trade him, or they did trade him, but then they found out that Jerome Harrison had a brain tumor, you know, an MRI. He said he was having headaches, and then they were like, wait a second, let me check this out. So they did an MRI, and it turns out he had a brain tumor. So they had to void the deal. So now he's back in the room, in the locker room, and they're wondering who they're going to cut to have Brandon Graham back. You know, Brandon Graham was on the physically unable to perform list, which you have to... The rule with the PUP list is that you can either, after 6 weeks, you can either get back on the team or you can go on IR. If you get back on the team, they have to cut somebody. So what G. Cobb said was he suggested Juquay Parker and Gerard Page. And I'm not going to spend much time trying to remember his name because eventually he's going to get cut. I don't see any point in him being there because they need to play their rookie, Jaquan Jarrett. I mean, he's a hitter. That's what they need. And also, I mean, Page wouldn't even start anymore because Coleman, who I thought would be awesome in the preseason, I think he lost his pride early on in the season and he got benched. But then, you know, he did last week what I thought he was capable of and more. I didn't expect him to get 3 interceptions. But the tackling is where I think he could be the best on the team, as well as the passion. I think he has more passion than anybody, except maybe Trent Cole. So Trent Cole is also hurt right now, which means, you know, his other suggestion, G. Cobb's other suggestion was Juquay Parker, who had that offsides and that ended the game for the Bills, against the Bills. I think either one of them are decent choices, but I also think you can't have Ronnie Brown back in that locker room. It's just going to be too weird. You know, they try to trade him. They're not going to play him. He's not going to be happy. But yeah, they missed their chance with Asante Samuel, who they should have. That's the one thing. Another thing, I don't know if you heard, but do you remember versus the Falcons, Dunte Robinson had that ridiculous hit against Jeremy Maclin? like that right there, where he basically tried to like give him a concussion. Basically, I think he tried to give him a concussion, Scott Stevens style, and you know they kind of let him off really light, and they made it even lighter, 25,000 now, instead of at least he should have gotten at least 50,000 and a suspension. So that's what's going on, I think, in the bye week. Let me make sure there's no more news here. McNabb. I was a McNabb hater, and I'm still not a fan. I don't think he was ever that good. Um, I think Jim Johnson, uh, brought them to those NFC Championship games. Uh, More so than McNabb because he had to bail him out and bail Andy Reid out for all those 3-and-outs. You know that they when they couldn't when the drive stalled. They didn't have that since Jim Johnson left, and now they haven't won a playoff game in like 3 years. So I don't think McNabb's any good, and I feel Cobb didn't do well, Feely didn't do well, and McNabb got benched. So I mean, how does Vic feel? You know what I mean? He's also a product of the system, but a fast product. Okay, and I'm gonna end that right now for the Eagles blogs. Um, I guess I'll talk to you guys later when I guess we'll talk about Flyers maybe next time. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Alright. So I came up like while you were doing that. Came up with some stuff.
Mhm.
I was thinking like, all right, like for the actual